Hey, why do y'all think mini golf never got big? I don't know what I was going to talk about tonight. I think I'm just going to talk about myself, kind of, because I have the microphone and I can do that. I've been having some computer problems recently. I can't turn my computer on. I've tried everything to turn my computer on. I went to Geek Squad. I got a new battery. I lit some candles, played Marvin Gaye. I can't turn it on. I unlocked a memory recently about the Power Team. Does anybody know the Power Team? No? No one remembers the Power Team? The Power Team was a Christian bodybuilding motivational group that came to my Catholic middle school when I was in 5th grade. And I remember these guys being massive dudes, and they were out there with their their American Gladiator onesies with their American Gladiator names on, Blaze, Pyro, Typhoon, etc. And they would perform feats of strength. They would break a 2x4 over their knee. They'd punch through a block of ice, but their biggest feat of strength was ripping phone books in half. They loved to rip phone books in half. They would tell us not to do drugs, and they'd rip a phone book in half. They'd punch a guy dressed up like Satan, and then they'd rip a phone book in half. Blaze would rip a phone book in half, and then he'd rip another phone book in half. I didn't know if these guys were an actual motivational group or just some fringe religious cult that was against the organized compiling of people's names and contact information. But I remember seeing them. They were huge because, when you're small, everyone looks big to you. And I remember, wow, if I live a pious life and I devote myself fully to Christ, one day I can look just like that. I did fall a little short, I'm not going to lie to you. I look like this. This is a conscious effort. Well, effort's a strong word. I look like Harry Styles' evil twin. All hair, no style. I look like, I got this beard, I got the long hair. I wear this trucker hat a lot. I look like if Jesus turned water into Coors Light. I look like if Farrah Fawcett just got really into hot wings. I look like the guy on Dateline whose neighbors described him as, well, he seemed normal. Let's see what else about me. Oh, I got a weirdo roommate. He's right there. He came to support me, and I'm gonna drag him. He's weird. He does this weird thing where he'll do his laundry before it overtakes his room. Like once a week. He'll wash his dishes as he makes them. Isn't that great? He has credit. He's just an all-around weird guy. I don't know what to say. Not like me. I'm normal. I'm a pretty normal, well-adjusted human being. I got normal hobbies. I do stand-up. I like to run behind people. I bird watch at night, and I'm writing a manifesto. Just normal guy stuff. Normal everyday, normal people things to do. I also work 2 jobs. That's a fact for that you will be quizzed on later, sir. You will be quizzed. How many jobs? No, how many jobs do I have? Okay, he's paying attention. No, but I work construction. It's my first job. It's my main job. And I can do the manual labor part of the job. I just lack the intangibles. I don't quack like a construction worker. For instance, I say phrases like, I don't quack like a construction worker. But my other job I work at is a pizza place. I work at a Rotolo's. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Rotolo's. Yeah, this guy knows. But I work at Rotolo's, and it's kind of messed up because some of the people at Rotolo's, they'll steal from the employer. When he's not there, they'll make food and not pay for it, which I think that's messed up. Because I went to business school, I would never do that. When I do it, it's embezzling. Another thing about working at that pizza place is I lie a lot. I lie constantly at that place. I was bartending the other night, and this guy was hemming and hawing about how rough he was having it, and he was having a bad day, and I said, I hope your day gets better. Total lie. I don't care at all how his day goes. His cat could die. I do not give a shit. Another lie I told was a guy called after we closed and he wanted to order a pizza, but I was like, oh, I'm sorry, we're closed. I didn't feel sorry at all. I kind of felt like a god. But I do work those 2 jobs. I'm looking for new employment, looking for other jobs, other opportunities out there. I was researching and I found this, what I think might be the cushiest job in America. Do y'all remember American Pharaoh?
Yeah.
He was that really fast horse. He was like the fastest horse, and they won them all. They got all the horse trophies. Well, I found out recently that his stud fee is $247,000. $247,000 that horse gets every time he ejaculates. And I think that's bullshit because I'm blowing $500,000 in my room every night. It's that's a cushy job. I wouldn't mind that job. There's a lot of unanswerable questions out there, you know. Just get philosophical for a second. There's a lot of unanswerable questions. Why are we here? What's the point of all this? I got hit with an unanswerable question the other day. I was checking out at a gas station, and this the lady was like, "Do you want your receipt?" And I said, "Yes." And then she said, "Why?" And I didn't have an answer. I'm not gonna file my taxes with this. My accountant doesn't need to know that I'm spending $5 cash on an energy drink. What else? Oh, I learned recently that if you're of English descent, then your last name is what your great-great-great-great-great-grandparents did as like a job back in England. So like if your last name's Taylor, then your parents sewed clothes. If your last name is Carpenter, they built furniture or whatever. I said all that to say this. The place kicker for the Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams, his name is Matt Gay. How many dicks did that guy's granddad suck to get the last name Gay? Were the Nords invaded and he misunderstood the assignment to beat them off? Another thing about me is I don't wear my seatbelt. I feel like it's betting against yourself. It kind of bit me in the ass recently though because I was in a car accident. I got T-boned. This is true. I got T-boned. And the lady afterwards, she was real apologetic. She kept saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't see you. Oh, I didn't mean to." Which, like, yeah, I kind of hope that's the case. I hope she wasn't just posted up on Napoleon waiting to ruin my day. I also think it might have been because I have a Back the Blue bumper sticker on my car. I have a bumper sticker in support of the police. I have it for the same reason that I'm a Satanist. I figure if I'm going to get in trouble, might as well have them think I'm on their side. Worst case scenario, I get out of the speeding ticket. Best case scenario, I get down there, I got a room with an AC. You know? And when you believe in all this, it makes sense to be a Satanist, really, because it's so hard to be a good Christian. I've tried to be a good Christian my whole life. But what's the penalty for being a bad Christian?
Go to hell.
You go to hell. Following that logic, what's the penalty for being a bad Satanist? I'm just trying to connect the dots here. What else? There was something else I was going to say. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully. No, I just have some impressions for y'all. You guys like impressions?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you do. Who doesn't love a good impression? Well, these aren't good, so buckle up. This is my impression of a horse that's just been led to water. None for me, I'm good. This is my impression of Jerry Seinfeld. He has a coupon, but he's not entirely sure what the coupon's for. What's the deal? And finally, this is my impression of a guy who died heckling. Boo! Boo! This has been a lot of fun. Let's do it again sometime, guys.